Hey, Overland Travel Adventures. We are out in Sacramento, California on the American River, and we've got two paddle boards sitting here, and we're going to try out the brand new Boost Surf Boosted Fin, I think is what it's all called. Okay, so this is the paddleboard. Now this is just something off Amazon. This isn't like some fancy paddleboard. This is pretty cool. So Boost gives you this adapter for the fin. This is where it connects onto. And I did have to cut out a tiny bit of plastic with a sharp toolman knife just to kind of scrape it out a little bit to allow this to go in. But it goes in there, and it actually has a bolt, and it screws in there tight. So this is in there solid. And then the Boost fin's going to sit on top of this, and then we'll screw it in with two screws on the side, and it comes with a special screwdriver to do that with a magnet in it, and I'll show you that's used to turn or power on the fin. So let's get the fin. All right, so Brian showed up finally. No, I'm just kidding. He came from work. But so you can see what he's doing. He's got the screwdriver that came with the Boost, and then he's backing these out. Then it just goes onto the mount, and then you tighten that up. Get a good shot of that. There's just two. Sound effects are extra. There's two there. And these things are solid on there once you screw them in.
I like how there's also
solid.
a little bit of resistance while I'm spinning them, so
you
they're
can
not
feel.
gonna I feel like they're not just going to back themselves out.
Yeah.
You know, even if it does get past. All right.
There it is. That's it. And I did mark this is the remote for the Boost fin. Let me see if I can get it right there. This is the remote for it, and I've labeled it 1 to match the fin so I don't get those mixed up. And you press this button to turn it on. Press this button to turn on. So there's two modes. There's a burst, I guess, or a boost, and then a long boost. Short boost, long boost. Okay, and then you use the screwdrivers. The screwdrivers have a magnet on them. Oh, there it is. You just turn it on.
Yep.
You tap it, and it turns it on. Let me see if I can get a good shot of that.
Give it a little shadow so you can see it.
Bingo. Makes a nice sound.
Easy
Turns
peasy.
green.
That's fun.
Yeah.
See, this is left, whichever that one is.
Okay.
It kind of kicks down to cruising. Oh, that kicks right up.
That's pretty cool. Okay, now try the right button. That's interesting, as you were moving back a little bit with the current, you're going against the current. How are you going to steer?
That's interesting, huh?
Paddle steer. Oh yeah, there you go. It's like an e-bike where you just paddle or pedal. So I've got Brian on the track, and you can see he just turned the Boost fin on, and it is accelerating, and he's not even paddling. You can see the wake, and you can see the turbulence created by the little propeller on the back. And then you can paddle while the Boost is going, and it keeps your speed up, which is really cool. One of the things that I think this is really handy for, at least for me, when you're starting to get up on the paddleboard, is you can hit the quick boost and get that paddleboard moving so you have some forward momentum, and then stand up and start to paddle. And I think that's pretty cool. And then, you know, if you just need a break or just need a little extra boost, right, you can do a longer boost. But there is a very small battery in there, so you do have to be careful with it. It doesn't last forever. What do you think, Brian? We're boost boarding. I think Boost Surf, right? Boost Surf?
Is that what it's called? Not exact surf, but
yeah. Boost paddle.
Boost paddle. That's nice. It makes the paddling a little bit easier. Like, it's paddling really not necessary.
So I've got mine on, and Brian's got his on. I'm not paddling at all. He's not really paddling either.
I was holding my paddle in a stance like I was paddling. You can occasionally paddle. Makes you go faster. Makes you feel like you're getting a workout.
So there's two modes on this guy. Here's the remote. You've got a button to the left and a button to the right. And I'll turn mine off. There we go. And you hear it. It gives you audible noises like boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, like that. So now I don't have any boost on. And then to turn it on, I'll just press the button. And here we go. And this is a short boost, so it gives you a quick boost, and you can control it with the app. So it has an app that you can use. So there, it just stopped. That was just a quick boost. And then let's do a long boost. So I press the right button for long boost. And it's just gonna sit here and gain speed. Check this out. Don't you like my Crocs? All right. It's actually tracking really straight. I'm not having to make a lot of adjustments. I think when you lose your tracking and paddleboarding, it's obviously because you're paddling on one side or the other, but this thing's just tracking perfectly straight with some power. I wonder how long this battery's gonna last.
It's supposed to last a pretty good time.
It does?
I think it's maybe an hour.
Oh, come on. No way. Okay, so we've been boosting, but not for very long. And now Brian has got 0 boost. And so we're trying to reset the fin. What's that? You not have a green light?
I'm not getting green light.
So it's probably dead, huh? Okay, so Brian's boost is dead, but he was boosting around before I started, so I'm gonna turn mine on and go past him. Now he actually has one of these things too, so got 3 fins out here, so he's gonna swap his fin for one of my fins that should be fully charged and go out and boost some more. But I think when you're doing obviously the long boost, that's going to consume the battery, and the battery can't be that big on this thing because it's all incorporated into the fin itself. So I think you're meant more to do short pulses versus long sustained boosts. Maybe those are good for when you're surfing and you're just trying to get out in the waves, and then when you're actually surfing to catch the wave, you do the short boost. But we're on paddle boards on a river, so we're doing the long boost and being lazy. One of the other things that's pretty cool is once you get it going is you can of course paddle, and like an e-bike it helps you maintain that speed. So pretty cool. Brian is attaching his boost fin now to the board, but it's the same mount, so you just have to screw it in. Pretty easy. Okay, got to be careful with that fin. Ginger in the water, make sure it's not going to hit anything. Doing number 1, we'll just do a pulse race.
3, 2,
1, go. That's pretty well timed.
Oh, look at that.
Have to
Oh my
steer.
gosh.
Ah, it's a bumper car race. Bumper boats. Oh, and it's over. So Brian won. All right. 3, 2, 1, short pulse. 1, 2, 3, go. Woo!
Then mine kicks into high.
Oh, he's adjusted his with his app. Oh, no, there mine goes. Come on, baby. Okay, so the battery's dead on the boost. One of the things I hope they do with their firmware updates is to give an audible signal of some kind, because it does beep at you and do all this stuff when your battery's running low. So maybe give a beep at 50%, give another beep at 30, 20, 10 kind of thing, and count it down so you know how much is left. And Brian and I were using the long boost just to see how long it would take to drain it. It drains actually pretty quick. We didn't go that far, maybe, I don't know, 600 yards a couple of times, like, so not very long. So I think that the use case here is when you're like standing up on the paddleboard, use the short boost to get some momentum, and it's easier to stand up on the paddleboard. And then if you need to get past something, then go ahead and use that longer boost. But I would definitely be conservative if you want to go out for a long period of time. This is not something where you're just gonna cruise across a lake and then drive around for 2 hours on your paddleboard.
It's not a trolling motor.
Not a trolling motor, yeah, exactly. All right, well that's that. Okay, we're done boosting. Brian is unscrewing the 2 Allens with the included screwdriver, and then the fin will just slide off. Don't you have to back them out all the way, by the way. There you go.
Yep.
And then screw them in.
Screw them back in so it doesn't fall away and get lost.
Pretty slick. And then you just leave the adapter plate in there. Okay, Overland Travel Adventures, that wraps up this one. And this is the Boost Surfing fin that you can attach to surfboards, paddleboards. I don't know what else you can, but probably you can come up with something. And this is pretty fun. It's, you know, we ordered these things before COVID kicked in, so they finally showed up. It was kind of random, but Brian got his, I got my two fins in. And yeah, we took them out and chucked them out. So now we'll incorporate this into our adventures. Lots of fun. So come back and we'll see you next time.